For race 2, the Donate Life ratings band 0 to 55. It's over the 1560 metres. Here's a one, Roger Express from the Mully Green stable at Rockhampton. Nicky Olzard to ride gate 7, takes 3 off down to 56 kilos. Racing well at the non-tabs, this horse. Last couple of runs, he's been thereabouts. So just needing to take that little bit of a step up. And he's got to get the 1560. 2 is Plucker Khan from the Troy Clive stable at Townsville. Gabrielle Simmons to ride gate 8, takes 2 off down to 56.5. Son of Pluck, who was good at Bowen at the tab meeting last start. That was last week, over raced early and was 3 wide early stages. So I thought the run behind Star Hatton was quite solid. 3 is Anselmo from the Troy Clive stable at Townsville. Tessa Townsend to ride gate 2, 56.5 kilos. Blinkers again, Winkers off the first time. A winner here 5 starts back in a class 3 over the 1560. He's been battling away around that, but another good effort here, 2 starts back at the 1560. So stays under notice at the trip again. 4 is Baby Guinness from the Lindsay Hatch stable at Townsville. Adrian Late to ride gate 1, 56.5 kilos. A mare by Heroic Valor. Gee, she looks well today. She's had the 5 runs back, and she's been racing in some strong Guineas races up in Townsville and Cairns. I thought her effort after being wide majority last start was very, very good. Way back in grade today, and I think she's the testing material. Cannot fault her from the yard. 5 is Doom Diva from the Jared Wheelo stable at Rockhampton. Ryan Wiggins to ride gate 5, 56.5 kilos. Lovely mare by Doomsday. She's been in good form too. She was a winner at Rocky 2 back. She battled on really well here last start over this trip behind From This Moment. 6 is From This Moment from the Mackay stable at Townsville. Adam Sewell to ride gate 4, 56.5 kilos. Was able to lead, dictate, and win last start. Looks to be a little bit more depth about this race, but look, if conditions are much the same as last start, we'll be battling away. 7 Capital Girl from the John Manselman stable at Mackay. Talia Fenlon to ride gate 3, 56 kilos. This mare was a good winner at Mariba 2 back, and then battled on really strongly in a class 3 at Cairns last start over 1,400 metres, making good ground late. 8 is Duchess Adele from the John Manselman stable at Mackay. Aaron Malloy to ride gate 9, takes 3 off down to 53 kilos. Just struggling for good, strong tab form, so may prefer something easier than this. 9 is Roughing It from Zoe Hone stable at Rockhampton. Tash Chambers to ride gate 12, 55.5 kilos. Just burned across early at Yeppoon last start at the tab meeting last week. Didn't finish off, so I'd another one I'd probably prefer an easier. 10 is Flying Carmen from the Rebecca Binder stable at Mackay. Justin Stanley to ride gate 6, 55 kilos. A mare that I'm keen to see getting to a trip today. Always thought this horse would be a 1,1500 metre horse. Gets that today. Just over raced a little early last start, but with luck and a bit of tempo on is a strong each way chance here. 11 Red Gum Rosie from the David Jones stable at Gatton. Nicole Seymour to ride gate 11, takes 1.5 off down to 52.5 kilos. 1 run back from a break, was well beaten over a trip at Morven, so might need some more racing this prep. And the 12 to round them out is Hanua Hank from the Josh Manson stable at Mackay. Brooke Johnson to ride gate 10, takes 1.5 off down to 52.5. A 9-year-old who did race okay at Bowen last start. It was wide throughout, well beaten, but battled on. That's a look at them from the mounting yard. Race 2 at Mackay. Doom Diva, well backed here. A late betting, late money for Doom Diva has replaced Baby Guinness as favourite. I'm very keen Baby Guinness. This is race 2, a ratings band 0 to 55 over 1564, 10, 5, 2. For a good thing, I think she's just back in the right sort of race today. Gate 1, 8 aboard. Drawn to get all the favours, and I think very, very hard to beat. I'm respecting the 10 Flying Carmen at an each way shop. I thought it was over the odds. It'll zip home late. 5 Doom Diva. She's racing really well for the Wheelo stable. Wiggins aboard, so do respect, and the 2 Plucker Khan. So my numbers 4, 10, 5, 2 for my best bet special of the day. But Doom Diva has been the mover into 290 from 340, and that has forced Baby Guinness out from 240 to $3.10. Here's Russell for the second.
Last of them. Red light on. Doom Diva runs the favourite. Ready to jump. 1560 the distance of this. Racing. Not a bad break. Capital Girl fast away. Baby Guinness showing speed from this moment on the move, going up looking for the premier spot. Duchess Adele going forward as well. Doom Diva first half of the field. Roughing It's a bit wide as they go to the 1300er. Drifting back, Anselmo, the inside of Roger Express is 3 deep. In the centre, Flying Carmen, Plucker Kana. Getting a long way back out of his crown. Red Gum Rosie and Nua Hank went to the rear. Sweeping up the back straight at the 1,000, and from this moment took it up. Shows the way by a length and a tail. Duchess Adela's running second. Baby Guinness third, the fence. Roughing it going forward, but 3 deep. Doom Diva is in the centre. Over on the inside, Anselmo Capital Girl. Further back in the field, then came Roger Express. A long way back, Flying Carmen. Plucker Kana, Noah Hank, Red Gum Rosie. They're bunching up a little bit. 600 to go from this moment. Just in front of Roughing It, going on with it 3 deep. In the centre, Duchess Adela. Baby Guinness going okay, running fourth. Doom Diva fifth. Roger Express starting to loop them on the home turn. Capital Girl as they set sail for the judge. They've got 350 to go. Baby Guinness getting a runner. One away from the inside from this moment. Doom Diva starting to join in out wider. Capital Girl's very wide on the track, and then Plucker Kana. Capital Girl going to Baby Guinness. Doom Diva trying to kick in the centre. Baby Guinness, Capital Girl, Doom Diva. They draw to the line. They hit it. Capital Girl has nosed out Baby Guinness. Doom Diva third. Flying Carmen fourth. Anselmo from this moment. Noah Hank Roughing It. Plucker Khan, Duchess Adela. Red Gum Rosie. Roger Express, the last one to clock in.
I think she's just been run down here, Baby Guinness. Capital Girl over the top for Talia Fenlon, and John Manzelman has, looked to have got there. Got a beautiful run through Baby Guinness. You couldn't fault the run she had. She had the race shot to bits, but really chiming in wide. Capital Girl has got there right on the peg, I think you'll find, but no numbers in the frame yet, but has just really launched late. She gave a good kick, Baby Guinness. Doom Diva was splitting that pair, but yeah, I think you'll find Johnny Manzelman over the top has got there with the 7 Capital Girl and has. So 7 Capital Girl, Johnny Manzelman, Talia Fenlon has just got up to beat Baby Guinness. Third was the 5 Doom Diva, who battled on. Didn't ping today, Doom Diva. And the 10 Flying Carmen made some ground to run fourth late. 7, 4, 5, and 10. Oh, well, I can't find any excuses at all for Baby Guinness. The good thing of the day is just been beaten by one better on the day in Capital Girl. That's race 2 at Mackay, run and 1. Let's head straight to Graham White for race 1 at Corowa. Takes 3 off down to 55 kilos. He's been here and won before, this horse, and I think he's building nicely this preparation. He's run at Rockhampton 3 back behind Hard Raver, was very good. There was excuses 2 back. He went to Thangul last up. This will suit him a lot better. 5 is Rock and Soul from the Tim Cook stable at Rockhampton. Justin Stanley to Rod Gate 8, 57.5 kilos. An 8-year-old. He's just not showing his best at the moment. He was slow to begin last start, so some excuses for him there. 6 is Freckle Rock from the Ricky Vale stable at Rockhampton. Mackenzie Appel to Rod Gate 4 takes 3 off down to 53.5. A son of Fastnet Rock. He's big, he's strong. He's had the 2 runs back. He's probably just needed both those runs. He's got to get around Mackay, but he's the real X factor in this race, and he does parade in nice order. He strips a lot fitter today. 7 is Such a Wit from the Josh Manson stable at Mackay. Jason Taylor to Rod Gate 3, 56 kilos. A son of Whittington who can run a race on his day. He's run behind Savvy Legend 3 back at Townsville, was good, but he's been a little plain since that. The 8 is Absolute Charmer to round them out from the John Manson stable at Mackay. Talia Fenlon to Rod Gate 6 on the minimum. Son of Charge Forward, who was placed here in Class 3 grade over this trip, 3 back, but he just might find some of these a little too good today. That's a look at them from the mounting yard. Race 3 at Mackay. The ex-New South Wales galloper in Freckle Rock is your favourite here. $1.80 to $1.90. It's not a dramatic drift. This is race 3 at Mackay. Benchmark 70 over the 1560 metres. I'm 4-6-1 and 3. I'm with the 4 Mo Nave. He gets around Mackay really well. This horse beat home Invincible Jet here 4 back over the 1300 metres, and recent runs have been very good. So just needs to be that stalk runner, I think. A few of these will run along. Freckle Rock likes to go forward. Svindal can go forward. Class of Royalty can go forward. So I just thought if he can get that lovely running behind Transit with the 3 kilos off for Nicky Olzard, he looks a great chance. 4 Mo Nave. He's plain Jane to look at, but I think he's going to be super hard to beat. 6 Freckle Rock. Well, if he gets around Mackay, you would think he'll be too good for them because he's got very good exposed form. He's 2 runs back. He's needed up this way. So he was very brave behind Cusack last start, and that form has some metro specking with Cusack running a good race in Brisbane on Saturday. So he's very hard to beat here, Freckle Rock, if he can get around Mackay. The 1 Svindal, he can race on speed. He likes Mackay, 3-time winner here. He's just got to carry the 61.5 kilos. And the 3 Class of Royalty, no knock on his form. He's going well, but he's got to carry that little bit of extra weight against better opposition today. 4, 6, 1, 3 are my numbers. Favourite is Freckle Rock. $1.80 out to $1.90, back to $1.80 again. 3, which is Class of Royalty, $4 to $3.80, so kept very safe. No money for Mo Nave, $4.80 out to 6. Then you've got the 2 overseas. That's the best I've seen him this prep. He's $15 into 12. No money for Svindal. He's 9 out to 16. That's about the ball game, really. Rock and Soul, 26, spec into 21. So, look, Freckle Rock, absolutely rock solid. They're keeping Class of Royalty very safe, and there is that little dribble of money for overseas, and I can see why. As I said, on locks, that's the best he's been this prep, and he's a capable type to improve. Loading up well, here's Russell for the 3rd at Mackay.
It's up.
Darren.
Now, Freckle Rock joins the line and now is set. Red light on. Freckle Rock runs the favourite. Ready to jump. 1,560 metres the distance. Starter has the button in hand. The gates crash back and they're off. Class of Royalty got the best of it. Bounced in front. Freckle Rock showing speed. Svindal's going to settle 3rd, the insider. Starting to go forward out wide on the track is Moanave. Overseas, Such a Wit. Drifting back in the field, then Absolute Power. Rock and Soul went to the rear. To lead the 1,300 metre mark is Stern, and Freckle Rock rolls to the front. Shows the way by a length and a tail. Moanave goes to 2nd, but it's been 3 deep from the get-go. Overseas pushes up in the centre, and Class of Royalty 4th the fence. 2 lengths of the back to Such a Wit. On the outside is Svindal. Absolute Power and Rock and Soul is last of all. Heading up towards the 850, Freckle Rock, the lamplighter. Mackenzie, our pal, is just rating the leader beautifully. It shows the way by 2. Moanave running 2nd. Class of Royalty 3rd the fence with Wiggins aboard, and I've got the jockeys right this time. 2 lengths of the back in 4th spot overseas, covering up Svindal. Such a Wit's a long way back. Rock and Soul, Absolute Power whip them in as they make tracks towards the corner. 350 to go. Freckle Rock, he'll set sail for the judge with a break of a length and a half. Class of Royalty 2nd. Svindal is 3rd. Then Moanave, Such a Wit. Freckle Rock is in full flight down past the 250. He's a length and a half in front. Class of Royalty 2nd. Svindal getting to the outside. Freckle Rock in front. Holding Class of Royalty and Svindal. He's tickled the favourite. And if you're on Freckle Rock, go find your bookie. He has bolted in. Freckle Rock first. Svindal 2nd. Class of Royalty 3rd. They line up for 4th. Overseas, Rock and Soul, Such a Wit. We'll leave that to the judge. Absolute Power, Moanave, the last one to clock in.
Well, take your hat off to the girl, Mackenzie Appel. That was a lovely ride. She rated that horse so well in front. She looked good turning for home, kept him nice and balanced around Mackay, straightened up and just gave him those little urgings, and he was too good. So, smart ride, good win. Freckle Rock, 3rd up, Ricky Vale, 2 good. Freckle Rock beats the 1 Svindal. He tried hard, but they just couldn't pick up Freckle Rock. They're going to have some fun up this way with him, that's for sure. 3 Class of Royalty, yeah, it was there. Tried hard, just to carry that little bit more weight today, and it told. And running 4th will get you that number. Gee, a couple of tough runs there. Mo Nave had no luck. Maybe the 2 there. It looks like it, doesn't it? Overseas, a solid effort to run 4th. But Freckle Rock under Mackenzie Appel took the 3 kilos off and just proved too classy. And yeah, well done to her. She is definitely a girl on the rise, and a lovely ride on Freckle Rock to win. So 6-1-3, 2 overseas has run 4th. We'll take a break on Sky Thoroughbred Central on the other side. Graham White with race 2 at Corowa.